rise, stand before you to speak on behalf of a young man and a young woman who I have not yet met. To speak on behalf of a young man and a young woman I don't even know yet. I stand here before you to speak on behalf of my unborn grandson and my unborn granddaughter. Indeed, I stand before you to speak on behalf of the Squamish people and all the unborn generations yet to come.
Our late chief gave that great speech in our longhouse in the Murchison and Capilano Reserve. Talked about the future, the yet unborn children of our communities. Today, we are going to provide you with an opportunity to view a plan that Chief and Council have approved for your review. So we ask you to please review it with the foresight that our ancestors in the past did.
The Squamish Nation has existed and prospered within our traditional territories since time immemorial.
We are Coast Salish people.
Our language is the Squamish language.
Our society is, and always has been, sophisticated and organized, with complex laws governing all social relations, economic rights, and relations with other First Nations.
We have never ceded or surrendered our title to our lands, resources, and the power to make decisions within our own territory.
We have faced many challenges that have prevented us from becoming the nation we should and can be.
Our hands have been tied, and the right to govern our own land has been restricted.
But this is changing. We have been persistent in confronting these challenges, and we will choose our own future.
We are and always will be Coast Salish people.
We have to find new tools to advance our culture and continue to adapt. And I see that this is incremental. So the Cultural Center was an important step in creating recognition and presence as a venue in our territory. The Sea to Sky Highway expansion and our involvement in the acquisition of lands, additions to reserves, protection of environment and cultural sites, all of those synergies along with the signage are all part of a strategy, along with the land use plan, which temixw overseen sort of the 30,000 foot looking down, the forestry with the acquisition of TFL 38, the shared legacy agreement with the Olympics. So all of these successes, along with the additions to reserve, are part of an incremental process that is in recognition of our Aboriginal rights and title. I commend our leadership and the direction that our membership has supported us, and really encourage membership to continue to look at this as a strategy and as succession, that it's not just, these aren't just one-offs, but they're a part of an overall strategy.
It brings back the memories of one point in our history we all lived in a longhouse as family groupings. And that philosophy, that heart, that kindness is still with our people, and that's why today we can complete successful projects like this, because that is the training of our ancestors, of our relatives, that have given us the philosophy to love one another, to work together. And I know with all of us as Squamish people that we will move forward with that same training, with those same teachings, to face the opportunities and the challenges we have for the future.
I believe that everyone should be willing and open to share honestly what their vision is, so that we can all together, as they say, chin chin dwight, working together, create the vision of what our Squamish will look like in 25, 30 years.
We've never forgotten who we are, where we came from.
The bridge that we're building is a good bridge. It's a bridge of understanding, of educating one another, of supporting each other. To me, that's what this is all about. This is a teaching that we value. To always look to that place, to that unknown place that we call the future, where our children and our grandchildren and their great-grandchildren must live. And so what we do and say today must be done and said with their well-being in mind.